Get ready for America's #1 funny man. What? Hey. Make some noise. Ladies and gentlemen, from LA to New York, Chicago to Mississippi, let's give it up for America's #1 funny man, Rodney.
What's up, party people? It's your boy, Rodney Perry. You tune in to Rodney Perry Live, and here we go. The way we do it every single day. Episode 73. 173, actually. 73 episodes into season 2. A great day. Man, love, man, respect. Just got word. The play that I was involved in, Hood Book, will be touring with the final information on the cities we're going to be taking and when we're going to be where. I'm excited. Granny Wowzer is in the building. Mama Miss Alfred. How are you? Good morning, Uncle Rodney. Hope all is well. Hope all is well with you, sis. Granny Wowzer again. Good morning, Rodney, and everyone coming in. Mama Miss. Always a pleasure to see the great Mama Miss popping in with the homie. Getting ready to rock today. Got a few things on the docket I want to discuss. We're going to talk about sex, of course, and sex work. Should sex work be legalized for the safety of the sex workers? We've seen that happen. And Victor, I'd love to hear you weigh in on this. We've seen that happen, and with people with addiction like heroin and things of that nature, that it's being decriminalized so the people can operate safely. Rodney, your is a little choppy. You know what, Mama Miss? I can't control it, man. I ordered devices that come in today, so tomorrow that thing will be fixed. I got my calls coming in today. Maria Sanchez, how are you?
I'm good, Mr. Perry.
She More Funny in the building, the founder of She More Funny. I love that.
Can you see me?
I see you, but you're a little choppy too.
I don't. Wait up. Let me leave back out.
All right, come back. All right, she's working on that, and we're gonna rock through it. And Shirley Thomas will be joining us shortly as well. Amsterdam seems to do well with sex workers. Andromeda in the building. And now that I'm looking at it, you always had it spelled correctly on YouTube. I just never looked at it. You ever take somebody's name, just spell it the way you want to spell it? I'm guilty of that. Because I've been spelling that Andromeda name completely freaking wrong. Let's see what it is right. We're going to talk about new relationships as opposed to all relationships. And how about this? What is your pet peeve? There's tons of pet peeves. These are not necessarily mine, but I got a great list here. Being consistently late or making others wait. Like, I got some friends like that, and it's absolutely affected their career because their ass is always late. And late is a choice to me. Like, if you're chronically late, you're making a choice to get there when you freaking feel like it. Welcome to the show. It's Sherelle Thomas is in there. What's up, Sherelle?
Great morning. How are you?
How are you? She's an intimacy coach. And how soon, Sherelle, before we get all the way into the show, like if you're in a new relationship, how soon should one engage in sex? Should you do it right away, or should you wait 90 days, like Steve Harvey says? Like, what's fair?
I don't think it's a time limit. I think it's when you feel comfortable, when you feel the desire to do it. But
Indeed.
Some people don't have standards, morals, and values, so they'll be like, "Oh, I'm excited. I want to have sex. I just want to go and have sex." I don't think it should be that way. Like you have
So wait. You
boundaries.
saying that you should do it anytime, but if you have standards, morals, and values, that time may be prolonged. You know what I mean?
Yes, 1,000%, 1,000%. And I don't know if
So
that's
you
my
can do it on the
control.
first night, but if it's inside of your standards, morals, and values.
No. Well, okay, the standards, morals, and values is meant to keep you safe. If you get everything that you need in that one night, yes. How likely is that to happen? Especially for me, is rare, because I need to know, has a penis ever been in your mouth before? Do you indulge with, other guys? And some people are not comfortable sharing that on the first day. So, I think
And is that even your business on the first day?
No, it's not. Exactly. It's not.
Wow. All right. Also, join us today, comedian Maria Sanchez. Maria, how are you?
I'm good, Mr. Perry.
Can you turn it sideways? First of all, you look executed. Perfect.
That's cool.
That's cool. You looking real Mary J. Blige today.
Oh, I said I was going to dress up today and talk proper and articulate.
well, good stuff. How soon, if you're in a new thing, a new relationship, how soon do you engage in sex? Could you do it immediately? You need to be with them for a period of time. What needs to happen for you?
First, I got to count my numbers.
Okay.
And if you odd, then most likely I can. But no, once I get to know you around your friends, around your family, around your, you know what I'm saying? I have to see you in another arena besides just around me.
So typically it won't be going down that first night.
No.
Now I asked men the same question, and men tend to judge a woman. Like if a woman give motion on the first date, then they think that she's some type of whore. I personally don't, because I always look at it like there's something that I said or did that prompted you to want to give your ultimate gift. And that's the way I've always approached it. Is that absurd, Sherelle?
I don't think it's absurd. I do think that it's a limited perception. And what I mean by that is, like, you can go in it like you, Rodney. You go in it with, I don't take it. I'm seeing this as you just gifting this to me. But if she gifting that to everybody that she with, that taints your perception, your idea, and you find that out after the fact. And then with other guys, they feel like, oh, if she doing this to me, she doing this to everybody. And then come to find out it's not true. Like, it taints the perception. That's why it's always best to get a clear understanding. Like, what are your boundaries? Like, for you, if she did that with everybody, would it bother you? Would you have regrets, or would it be like?
I don't know. I think that's kind of none of my business. Well, you
Oh,
know,
so it don't matter.
I don't know. I mean, if I like her, I like her.
Right.
Right? If I like the person, I like the person. Granny Wilder says sex depends on how it's going, but I usually wait till I actually know who you are. I
Right.
guess.
Because I know as a woman, soon as you hit it, my value just drops.
Does it?
So yeah, your value drops. As long as it's new, it's everything gonna be perfect. But as soon as men act different.
Yeah, yeah. And I
How
think
about
another
that?
thing with men is post nut clarity. Like they can want a woman and they're pursuing her because they have this desire to be with her sexually, and then once they get it, it's like all the blinders come down, that chase stop, and then it's a different feeling, a different experience, unless
That's
the
an interesting
foundation is,
concept. Post nut clarity.
yeah, like after they come, it'd be like, I don't want you no more, like I'm good.
Yeah.
I mean, is
That's
that typical
I've
though? I
actually
mean, I don't know if I've had that. Like I told a story yesterday. I can remember telling a woman like, "Look, I want this to be physical." Blah 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 blah. Then she gave me some, and the clarity was like, "Now I want this woman to be in my life because she put the sugar so smooth that I was like, yo, I don't want nobody else to have this."
exactly. But you entered into a relationship for the wrong reasons. I get that all the time. Like it's like once they have sex, I don't want no other man like near you, thinking about you. Like it's a totally different feeling and experience.
So you can see it coming, Shirley. So you
Oh, yeah.
saying uh you break down, finally get to him, and then the hunt is over, the chase is over. So or he even overreacts, which is another extreme.
Yeah, that's why it's
right.
important to get to know that person before you hop into bed. And do they fall in alignment? Like I've been in too many situations where, it went from they're secure, confident, all of this. Then we had sex, and then it's like blowing my phone up. Where you at? What you doing? Like because of the experience. The experience. I
Wow.
think if my cookie was trash, it wouldn't be that, but it's not. So because
E
I
Doug
know
says
that,
if a guy is putting up clarity, then the coochie trash.
no, I think it's all about like what his intentions are. What is his intentions? Like if he's after just a hit, that's when post nut clarity really kick in. Because after he get it, it's kind of like, oh, I didn't got this. I see what it's like. Yeah, I don't want that no more. And that's another thing with married men. That's how they end up like cheating and falling into that trap. And then after they get it, it's like, damn, why I do this? But that's because their hormones were leading them, their hormones were guiding them. That chase was what it was. But after they nut, it's like, damn, I shouldn't have did this.
Let's kind of make a shift, guys, because there's a thing out now. I call it side chick. Um, it's like a part of the culture now. Um, it's nothing new about side chicks, whatever. Um, our grandparents, I mean, grandmothers used to be more tolerant of the other person. Back in the day. Why does it seem like that idea is so prevalent now? Are women willing to take a piece of a man in lieu of no man?
Yep. 1,000%. I think it has to do with the culture. The music has normalized it. And I think like even back in the day, it used to be songs about it, but it was rare. And it was always like I think about I can't remember who it is, but it was a good song. Um Young Heart Run
All
Free.
all great songs is about cheating.
Exactly. Exactly. But now it's more common. Now women are proud to be side chicks. Now women like kind of like wear it as a badge. Like, oh, and I think it's this not traumatic, but this thing that they use as a defense mechanism. A fear of being cheated on, a fear of not being able to have a stable man. So I can't get this. I'm gonna settle for this. It's like when you
Maria
start.
Sanchez, tell me that Rodney Perry and Shirley Thomas is losing our damn mind. That's not the way it works out there in these streets, is it?
No. We live in a polyamorous society, whether we like it or not.
Ooh.
And a lot of women, especially black women, we outnumbered our male counterparts.
Okay.
So it's more likely that a man will have more than one woman, more than one baby mother. And I don't think that.
But when you talk about polyamorous, you're talking about people developing a community and having extensions to their family, right? It's not just about sex, is it?
Now it is. But what I was saying, like back in the day with the grandparents, you know, your grandfather had a whole nother family. We never knew about that. But today's times, I don't think that they're really women. They're little girls who've never had friends that do this to other women. Like, it's no bond of sisterhood, because I remember during my mother's time, when she found out when my father had another child, she went and got in contact with the mother and made sure my father took care of his other kid. They don't do that these days.
Indeed. So are you connected to your siblings from that relationship?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. Because we're
Your
not
mother
too
created
far
a space where
apart.
that can happen. Now, I'm an outside child, right? I'm an outside child. So I yielded through a cheating relationship, right? I was the yield of that. So my siblings' mother would not allow them to have any contact with me. So I don't even meet them until their mom passes away.
Wow.
We're all adults. And so it's interesting how adult your mom was in that moment. Like, what was special about her that made her approach that way?
My mom was a PK.
Okay.
Yeah, she was a preacher. Yeah, she was a preacher's kid. So she rode a little different.
I ain't mad at her. Hey, we on the show today. My name is Rodney Perry. That's Sherelle E. Thomas, resident intimacy coach, sex therapist, and Maria Sanchez, comedian, super funny lady. Thanks to the ladies for coming on. I'm still expecting Nate Jackson to join us, but
hey, Sherelle,
it's okay.
I didn't speak to you earlier. Beautiful.
Thank you.
You look extra beautiful today yourself, Miss Maria.
Oh, thank you. I'm saying what Miss Sherelle looked like, so I tried to trick her. And
hey, let's talk about this, guys. What's your thoughts on our question of the day, Shirley Thomas? Should sex work be legalized for the safety of the sex workers?
I say, why not? They doing it anyway.
It's the oldest profession, and as of people are definitely. Is that me? Oh, that's somebody upstairs. Y'all hear that? Good. but like.
So wait up.
I mean.
Wait up. Isn't it legal in Vegas?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's legal in Nevada, in the state of Nevada, because, and I'll give you this quick story. So I'm on the road, Winnemucca, Nevada. That is the northern tip of Nevada, right? And there's a brothel in town. Winnemucca, Nevada is a gold mining town. So I go to the brothel. I ain't about to buy no vagina. I just want to see it. So I go in there. It's one black girl, and she said, "Come in here, sugar. Come in here." She bring me to her little boudoir area, and she started to tell me her story. So she was a young girl from New Orleans, Louisiana, and she would come up there for 3 months out of the year and make like $200,000 because these gold mines would come out of those hills with gold, and there was some cuckoo, and she would pay. They would pay handsomely for it, and they would pay in gold. So she literally had a golden vagina, and she said, "I can't talk to you no more. I gotta go get back to work." And so I talked to her on her break, and it was really interesting.
I would love to go to a place like that and just see, like, know what I know about sex and like what makes the best sex. Like, they gotta know it's all phony. You just met this person coming through the door. Like, you don't even know their real name. Like,
I think that's what makes it even better.
Because it's a fantasy.
No, especially for men. Because it's like straight to the point.
I always say men don't pay for sex, men pay for you to leave.
Exactly.
Post nut clarity. That's
exactly what I mean. And that relationship right there, because men, they don't like us. They love pussy.
No, that's not true.
Y'all do not like us.
No, I mean,
all right, you having a good time with your boys, Mr. Perry. Y'all chilling. You gonna say to yourself, I know what to make this better if my wife was here.
I'll never say that.
Yeah,
you're right. But I enjoy the company of my wife and of women. I like women to be around. Like I like women on my comedy shows. I think women always add. Women always. I heard a saying like you give something to a woman and she'll give that thing back multiplied times 10.
Yeah. But
so women always add to the situation.
But Mr. Perry, for the most part, you're not having a conversation like you having with your boys, with your wife. Like we're having.
Why is that? Why is that, Maria? What do you? I mean, I hear you. Why do you think that's true?
I think it's true because the way we grow up. Because boys were my best friends before puberty.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's the training
and
that
you
they
become
get.
a woman and they couldn't look at you the same way.
It's not even, I didn't even become a woman. It's that things got hard when they looked at me. And it was like, we're not playing football. We're going to go in my house and rub pants.
Rub pants?
Oh. Yeah, you rub pants back then.
I guess. I mean, I this is a really interesting conversation. Let's shift into this, ladies.
Wait. Do you think it should be legalized?
Prostitution.
Yeah, I think so. I think it would keep the women safer.
Yeah,
if, man, if prostitution was legalized,
because go ahead.
Y'all know who would have us beat.
Who?
The theys. The theys would be killing
it. You think?
You think so?
The theys. They will be killing it.
I guess, man. I have no desire to lay up with a man, even if he look like a woman, a whole woman.
But look how we transforming our bodies.
Well, what do you mean? Well, yeah, we not. I mean, I'm who I came here as.
But most of the time, when women get the fake, I think it's more for a lower level.
I think women do that for each other.
Competition. I definitely think it's competition. And I think it's a lack of knowledge too. Women think that's what men want because they see men looking at it and being on social
Right.
media and liking it. But in reality, like it's not.
I
It's not.
mean, don't get me
Hard.
wrong.
It's a different
I'm
feeling.
gonna
Men
stop and look
visually
at every
stimulate.
fat booty, old, young, tall, short, fat, skinny. I'm gonna look at it. But
Right.
do I desire that to be in my bed? Maybe not. Do I need you to be in my life? Probably not. Like that, you need to have something else. You need to go beyond that.
Right.
Yeah. Agreed.
But how do men get over that it's called stare gazing? Where
Why do they need to?
I'm just saying, like, they so visually stimulated. It's so
Yeah, I mean, we're simple creatures, you know, and I'm gonna look, but I'm not necessarily gonna touch whatever. I'm gonna take a glance and I'm gonna get on out of there.
And I think even in looking don't mean you want it. I love looking at women's bodies. Like it was so funny. Me and my best friend was in
me
the
too.
grocery store yesterday, and like we was feeling each other's like chest, and in the grocery store. But it wasn't a thing of like, oh, you turn me on.
It wasn't
Right.
sexual at all.
Huh?
It wasn't sexual.
No. But I think it's a thing
Now,
of
did
like,
your body react because somebody touch your breast? Do your nipples like get hard?
well, that's a natural reaction, just like taste
Right.
buds. If somebody take your cake and put it in your mouth and you didn't want the cake, you still
still
taste
cake.
it. Yeah, it's still cake. You still taste it. So just because I touch, you know, and my body respond a certain way, that don't necessarily mean I love booties. I love booty. I love women with a nice butt. Not men, but women with a nice butt. I'm always looking. And then like if it depending on the personality, I'm like, can I feel it? But that doesn't mean I want you sexually. I just admire.
But that sounds like a little half lesbian to me, Shirley Thomas. For
Why?
real.
Because I like the way it look and I want to touch
That's how I started.
Yes, exactly.
No. I love D.
Maria
Okay?
Sanchez, is that not a little half lesbian?
No, it's not.
But I like when she went there, as far as, you know, saying, like, me and my friends, we do that a lot. But I don't get stimulated. And
Yeah.
I'm dead.
Yeah.
But if my friends touch me, like,
So your friend touch your breast, your breast not going, hey, what's going on? Somebody touching me.
no,
Your nipple don't get hard?
no.
Well, mine do. I hug somebody and my nipples will get hard. But
We'll dance on each other and do all of that, and it don't. Yeah, it's just off. It don't work that way.
Wow.
For me.
Okay. I'm totally confused. You know, because we got the gays and not getting stimulated. Okay, great. Okay. All right.
I got a question for you, Rodney. Like,
ask me. Go ahead.
With the penis,
I'm y'all brother, your uncle, y'all dad. Anything you would want to ask the guy, ask me. Even you guys in the comments, please.
If your D is stimulated in a certain way, like would it naturally cause it to become erect? Or does it only become erect when you're aroused, when you want it? Like say you, I don't know, your shorts or your pants rub up against it a certain way. Like does that mean?
No, my penis ain't, you know, I maybe when I was a younger man, I've never been super sensitive like that. But can't know now. I'm telling y'all everything about it. So I was dating this girl. I was like in high school, and the girl brought me some drawers
that your mama found,
like lingerie drawers, right? And my mother found this. She said, "What the fuck is this? What type of bitch give you some fucking drawers?" And so I couldn't even I said, let me try these drawers on. They was real, and I couldn't even get them over my thing. These drawers got me so excited. Just the drawers. The drawers, don't laugh at me, ladies. The drawers had my penis has never been so erect to this day.
What was it? Was it the thought?
I don't know, something about them drawers. Maybe the fact that she purchased them for me, but And I remember how my mother reacted. I was like, what type of dirty bitch upset you? What type? She talked about that girl so bad. And yeah.
Oh, God.
Mm.
So to answer your question, typically no, but I have a situation where the situation merited the erection, if that makes any sense.
So majority of the time, but not all the time.
98, 99%.
All right.
Oh, see, I thought y'all just run around and y'all can't control it. Y'all just get hard.
No, when I was a young man, I mean, my piss would be so hard it would hurt. Then you hear people talk about blue balls. That was a reality. And you know, as an older man, if I could go back in time and tell my younger self, pay yourself, I would. Because I feel like I wasted some of those erections.
Pace yourself in what way?
Pace myself in a way of like not being so promiscuous.
Oh, so you was a hoe. Like you was. Yeah. You was
I
giving
wouldn't
that.
say a hoe. I would say hoe. I was always really like honest and transparent. So by virtue of that, I wasn't a hoe. But yeah.
So it was a lot. Was it community
No,
D?
that thing was
Like,
true.
did everybody have access to it?
What do you mean?
Like, did if a female wanted to hit, cause any female, if she wanted to hit, like, could she get it? Was it that easy, or did you have standards? Did you wait? Like,
I don't think men ever have standards.
yeah, I think y'all
I
looking
mean,
at.
I think no. I think
Even
dudes
if you
have a
don't want it.
certain. I think a dude generally has a set of rules that he won't break, but if it's a woman with titties and ass, he'll fuck it.
But my thing is,
That's why I tell my friends that no guy wants to be your friend. It's usually by default, or you put him in the friend zone. But if you get that guy opportunity, he'll hit.
right.
Even Maria, let me ask you this: as you're a lesbian, you like girls, but dudes still hit on you. Am I right?
Yeah.
All the time. Like
All the
people
time.
that's supposed to be your friends and know what your life is about still.
Almost there.
But do y'all genuinely be wanting to hit, or do you see it as a game? Like, I'm just gonna do this just to see if she'll go. For guys.
I think they hunters. So we choose whether we have sex or not, but men choose who they gonna marry. So the ultimate goal is like if you look whatever you looking for, you gotta kind of jump through hurdles to get that. If you
And on
want a
this,
husband, you can't go out here being like you can't let a man take you through all of this stuff that he gonna take you through. And that's what I think men do. Like, if she gonna take all this stuff off of me, then I'll marry her.
hey, E. Doug says, Roddy Perry, you got to speak for yourself. True enough, I cannot speak for every man out there. And Victor Marshall says, I had standards and still do. Yeah, you got standards, but do you got standards? You not
that'll be
nobody.
the guys that we don't like.
How I'm gonna say this spooky out here trying to navigate. All right, ladies. First of all, thank you for the conversation, man. You guys are really keeping this going. Let's look at new relationships. Taking your time or jumping straight in, which is more beneficial? Do you take your time getting into something new, or do you just jump in and see what happens?
Take your time. That's my opinion.
Really?
Me, I'm more jump in it and get it over with.
I mean, let's see. I'm a dive in type of guy. I mean, I feel like, why waste time?
Why waste time? Like, I've been hurt, you've been hurt, so you can't hurt me as much as I can hurt you. Taking time, then you get this representative for like 6-7 months. And then when you jump straight in, you don't have those expectations of people.
But I
It's a
think
surprise.
another thing for me is like I have kids, so it's just like
Right. So you ain't trying to have people around your kids either.
yeah,
New
yeah,
people.
yeah. And
That's
I
good.
I'm mad at
That's a
that.
good thing.
All right, ladies. All right, ladies. Moving on. Should new relationships involve exclusivity from the beginning? So the question is to be exclusive or non-exclusive from the set. Are you guys looking? Go ahead.
Oh
Maria.
you're not getting me and isolating me from my family and friends. No, nobody.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
So Pirelli Diamonds,
you gotta earn it.
exclusivity.
You gotta
I mean,
earn it.
is that where we're going to end up anyway?
No, you gotta earn it. You don't get that off jump. Like you gotta show that you're worthy of being this. To me, that's a bunch of crap. Like, think about it. I'm gonna give up everything. I'm gonna give up an abundance to go to a state of lack. That just don't work for me. Like, if all of my needs are getting met, I got a roster of 5, but you want me to let that go just to see where things go, and you can't even compare or hold the weight of the 2. I'm not giving up my roster for
Roster?
Mm. Well,
Right.
some
Are
of the
you
time,
serious? You got a roster,
no,
Shirley Thomas?
I know what she's talking about. But sometimes, if you let them see that roster,
Yeah. They ain't gotta know.
they'll lose value. You'll
That
lose
ain't
that.
none of their business.
That ain't none of your business.
But it also increases my value because I'm
Okay.
not looking for you to meet all of my needs. You giving me what you can. And I'm not like, I need your time. I need this. I
And
need
how
that.
this? Maria spoke to this earlier. It makes a guy continue to hunt,
Exactly.
right? For you. He you know, okay. How about this? How much do you balance? How much do you maintain your independence in a relationship? Balance independence and togetherness. Of course, it's a brand new thing. You and your guy, you just got together. How much of yourself do you give to the guy, like, or to the girl, or whoever your significant other is? Like, how much of your independence do you maintain, Maria?
Me as a comedian, that has been my number one problem in dating. And my thing is this: if you not knocking nobody, you have a regular job, that's a 9 to 5 or whatever, then you gotta I can't support you on your job. I can't go to the nursing station and help you.
Bring some
So
flowers or something.
so you should understand that when I'm working, I don't want you around all the time.
How do you
Because
this
I
new
can't.
person, like, because people, that's the first thing they want to do is be in your world. But then they see it, and then they may or may not want to maintain it.
Yeah,
And
you
some of them can't
flirting.
even handle it.
They can't. You flirting. So what? I am flirting. I'm getting these t-shirts sold.
How about that?
We're going to Chick-fil-A tomorrow.
Andromeda says, I maintain 100% of my autonomy and independence. However, I will consider your input. Wow.
Dang.
Okay, here's the next question, ladies. Do you have open communication, or do you maintain a certain sense of mystery? Like,
Ooh.
as a woman, or even like, is certain things just not the news and other's business yet?
Mr. Perry, I'm big on that. I'm big on trauma bonding. Do not trauma bond with me. I don't want to know your past. Don't tell me none of that stuff.
Wait, Maria, you ain't trying to hear it?
I'm not trying to hear none of that. Because that'll be your excuse to treat me bad.
Wow, how about that?
If your childhood, I don't want to hear about no bad childhoods. I don't want to hear about how your mother treats you, how your father treats you, how you got over that. Yeah, that's fine. But all this telling me about your past, women do that a lot. And women, we need to start lying. Oh, he treated me good. He was a drug kingpin. I had mansions. And stop telling men that, oh, he beat me and this person touched me. And all that, they don't, that's too much for somebody to put on somebody.
Wow. What's your
think
thoughts,
you
Shirley Thomas?
I think you should always maintain a level of mystery, even being in a long-term relationship. You could be together 20 years, but your partner does not need to be involved in every bit of your thinking, every bit of your being, even if it's just this mysterious, I don't know, going in a room to meditate. You know, they can know the idea of this is her time, this is her space. Just give her that. But he don't need to know, okay, at 1 o'clock I sat down and I did this, and at 1:20 I did this. Like, you should always maintain a sense of something. That's even for yourself. Not no one person on this earth should get every part of you. Maintain a sense of mystery. I'm not gonna say lie or omit.
I like I did maintain the mystery. You know, like I know me and my wife was married 5 or 6 years before I saw her take a shit. And talk about mysterious.
Yeah.
I was wondering what she was doing in the bathroom. Anyway, how about this, ladies? And this is your thing nowadays. Should you, in a new relationship, be connected on social media?
Oof. If you want to get your
should
feelings
partners in a
hurt,
new relationship be connected to social media platforms right away? Or is it healthy to establish boundaries and delay connecting online until a certain level of trust and commitment is reached?
Yeah, they definitely don't. They don't know nothing about what I do. They don't know. You can't follow me on social media. None of that because
Really?
of what I do.
But it's
Yeah,
public though. You let a stranger look at it.
it is public, but if they don't know me from the outside looking in, you come to me and you look at my page and thirst traps and talking about sex. They looking at me, and a lot of guys. This is why I stopped doing that, because a lot of guys would start pursuing not me as the individual, but the experience.
They're pursuing the intimacy coach.
Exactly. The experience. I want to know what it's like to be with a sex coach. Like, oh my gosh, she do all this stuff. That's the incentive. Not me as a person, not me being in a relationship, but me in the bedroom, which is not what I want.
But that's part of you too, though. But maybe I shouldn't have access to that right away.
It is. Like, you'll get that eventually, but first you got to know who I am to my core. You have to know me outside of marketing, outside of business, because that's what it is.
Right.
And just because we dating in a relationship,
is that an issue for you? Because you're a public person. People see you on live. They see you, blah, blah, blah. You know, they thirst trapping. They want to be in your life. So it's hard to get a person that's not on your social media.
Right. So what I do is it always starts off as friendly. Go ahead, you can follow me. But then, soon as they say something, you block.
Wait a minute. You block me out?
Block you. You can't handle me in social media. Now you can't come to no shows. So you just yeah. It's my job.
It's my job. While I get that. How soon do you meet a family? A new relationship. How soon do you meet? How soon before you can meet your children, Sherelle?
Out of all the men that I dated, only one, since my ex-husband, only one met my children. And that was because of the circumstances.
That's just you being mama bear protecting your kids.
Protecting the kids. Let me see if I know me. You sneeze wrong, I'm out. So ain't no use of me introducing you, to my kids. Like, there has to be some type of, now my kids know that I date. They know about people being in my life, but that don't mean we need to come together. If I can see myself being with you married long term, if we're merging lives together, then that's a different story. You got to meet my kids before we.
Now, let me ask you this, Shirley Thomas. Let me ask you this. So you're protecting your family, but what if he wants you to meet his family? Do you shy away from that?
Nope. Nope. I wouldn't.
Why not?
Because I know me. I'm about relationships. If it don't work between you, I'm not abandoning your kids. If your daughter fall in love with me and your daughter can still maintain a relationship without you being in the midst of it. But that's me. That's my maturity level.
Right.
I'm not like that.
Let me tell you something. If I break up with your ass, I break up with you, your kids, your mama, your dad. We ain't friends no more. Matter of fact, if one of my boys break up with you, me and you break up too.
Yeah.
I get a lot of pushback from that, but like my relationships from like matter of fact, I just had a get together at my house Memorial Day. My ex-boyfriend from high school, first love, his brother and his mom was supposed to come, but she didn't. But his brother came. Like, to me, just because we're no longer in it, that don't negate the relationship that I built with others. But I know that
the guy you broke up with didn't come. His brother came, man. His brother low-key had a crush on you.
Right.
No, his brother had no crush on me, but he could have came. I don't trip. I don't want you like that. Him and his fiance could have came. Like, I don't look at it like that. But that's me. And that's why I say it's okay for me to meet other people, because it's not contingent upon if this relationship ends. I don't want anything to do with your kids. But a lot of people think that way, and that's exactly why I won't let men meet my kids. Like,
how about that? Maria Sanchez, talk to me. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I don't have kids. And
you have a family though. So how soon do you introduce a person in your life to your family?
ASAP. As soon as possible. As soon as possible. Because they can give me insight on this person. And my family going, oh, they ghetto. They go, hey, send them to the bar. Send them.
Hey, as a father, I find this with my daughters. The moment I like one of these guys, they about to break up with them. If they introduce me, that's the guy. That means leave me, get away from me, young man. So I gotta pretend to like people just to get them out of there sometimes.
Really? Why do you think that is?
Feels good. It feels good. Oh man, the chat is kicking today. Trina says what? Trina says, I agree. Once a breakup, the ties are done as well, for the most part. Victor Marshall says, it's immature to cease a relationship with us because you stopped the one relationship. Oh, no, Vic. Well, I was in the group immature. So I completely, if again, your ass, like, well, my best friend, he's no longer married to his wife. We maintain a relationship, but it ain't the same.
Right, because that person that y'all have in common is not there no more.
He's not there no more. But why is still friends with her? So we maintain our relationship, and we share the same birthday too. You can meet my friends before my family. If you pass the test with friends, I'll consider family. That's a good job, drama. I like that. Typically, I will run you my oldest brother first. Okay, all right.
Somebody I'm serious about.
We only talk about serious. All right. Should new couples prioritize spending a significant amount of time together, or is it to maintain individual interests? I say this: when a relationship starts, you don't do nothing but be with the person.
Right.
When it first starts, join the conversation. Hollywood Hop, good. How are you, bro?
I'm good, sir.
Always a pleasure to have you show, man.
Hey, Hollywood.
Talking about new relationships. Should new couples prioritize spending a significant amount of time together? That's what being in a new relationship is shaking people. Because I can remember dating and being like, hey, fellas, I won't be around, man. I got a new girl.
Well, I'm going to speak on this because I've been listening, and some of the stuff you guys give is great advice. But listen, you can't cookie cut relationships. Me, I jumped into something that wasn't good for me, and me
But you knew her already.
Yeah, you know, but see, knowing someone as a friend and then taking it romantically, those are two different areas. Because again, like the young
What
lady
could you
on
have
the
done different? Could you have like waited? Could you have done these things like not jumped in or
Right.
kept things separate a little longer? Like, how could you have saved that relationship?
Right.
You can't save somebody that's on a mission and not be right. You know, when someone has their own agenda, it doesn't matter how
good. You were all there. When you was in it, you was like, man, this is my girl. We in love, blah, 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 blah.
Well,
so
yeah, because
as you look back,
because I'm a respectful man.
As you look back now,
where
what could you have done different, if anything?
I would have waited and watched. I would have waited and let it mature. Let the maturation process do organically instead of pushing certain things or instead of how it went. And of course, if I declare and decide that you are in a relationship with me, of course I'm going to claim you and do what I'm supposed to do. That's what a man does. A man claims what he has his interest in. He does what he does. At least a real one will. Now, along the way, it went awry, but me, I still tried to press forward.
Look what Andromeda said. Look what Andromeda said. How good.
I ain't reading. I ain't reading. I'm sick of drama. What'd she say?
She says Coco Fresh told you not to do it.
She did. She absolutely did. And
on the show, mind you.
On the show. And then she called me. And this is what's really crazy. 98% of what she said came to fruition.
Wow.
She also said something about
Shirley Thomas.
I ain't gonna say it, though. You gotta call and get that.
Oh, goodness gracious.
But I look back on
here
it
goes,
now.
Sherelle.
Yes.
Should new couples prioritize spending time together?
I think so. Because the more time you spend, guess what you're going to start to do? Let your guards down, and then the real person. You're going to get rid of that representative and see that real person. The more time you spend together. So I say yes, but I know I have a biased opinion because quality time is my love language. So I want to know, though.
Quality time works, though.
Yeah, you wash your hands after you use the bathroom. Like, do you shower before you get into bed? Like, I need to know those things. And the only way to find out is to be around a person. Like,
is any of those a deal breaker? What's a deal breaker?
If you was in the bathroom, that's an absolute deal breaker for me. It's a no. It's a no. Brushing your teeth, like hygiene is important to me. Showering more.
I wash my hands before I touch my penis.
And then you're gonna see, and then
okay, Don King.
Yeah, I hope you wash them again.
Yeah, probably does. Like,
yeah,
I like people to be clean. I like smells. I like I like oil and stuff like that. That's always cool for me. But it's never a deal breaker. Like a deal breaker for me is anything that I smell bad. Any like, I don't think a woman should ever be funky,
Ever.
Like I walked past a woman the other day, like we were at a picnic thing. I was hosting this event, and let me not say it specific. It was a lady, and I got a little whiff of funk, right? And I was like, she's too beautiful to be funky like that.
To be that funky. Oh my God. Yes.
And it was like an armpit. But she was I don't want to blow her
and
up.
you can't unsmell it.
She had a little extra funk, Is that a deal breaker for you? I mean, Sherelle, you already spoke on it. Maria, if you smell some funk, are you out of there?
If it's hard work, men work hard. If he working hard coming home from, that's fine with me. I love it. Yeah, I love that.
How long is he sitting in it though? Like,
yeah,
if
I
he
go straight
come
to the
home,
bathroom. I'm sorry, I can't.
No, he strip at the door. Like,
that's the difference.
Now, hold on. I'm funky then. If y'all gonna kick me out, cause I can, like, if I'm not doing nothing
If I'm not doing nothing, I can go all weekend, nothing. Just no water.
Hey, Mr. Perry. Thank you.
I'm a nasty motherfucker. I
I'm
can sit
dirty.
in my
I'm
basement and play my PlayStation.
We see, I didn't go nowhere.
Get it up in the tub. Be like, I'll be in that bitch like a cup of coffee.
I'm dirty. I ain't gonna lie. It keeps me celibate.
Oh, wow.
I won't shave. None of that.
And you know what? You definitely ain't giving nobody none.
Okay.
Let's talk about honesty, guys. Honesty. Should partners in a new relationship be completely honest with each other, even if it means potentially hurting the other's feelings? Honesty.
I am.
How good should you be completely honest?
1,000,000%. This is what you
That's
gonna
why
get.
I'm not.
I'm
I'm not in a
1,000,000% honest. Because when they mess up, well, I thought you was now. This is who I am. You lost. Next.
Yeah, I always been
Wow.
brutally honest. I've been always brutally honest.
Even if it's gonna hurt their feelings?
Well, I mean,
approach. It's all about approach.
Tact and approach.
I never learned that.
It's
It's not how you say it. It's
She
what
said she
you
never
say.
learned it.
What is it? It's not how you say it. It's what you say. I never.
No, it's not what you say, but how you say it.
Right.
Yeah.
Like how you tell
I
somebody?
get it.
How you tell somebody you getting on my nerves? You doing too much.
Babe, I need a break. You ain't gotta say you getting on my nerves. Like, babe, I just need a break. I need time to reset.
And then they gonna say why?
Because I need my space. I find myself getting agitated by the little things that you're doing.
Getting on my nerves.
Yeah, but look at the difference. You getting on my nerves, babe. I need a break. Like,
all right, I get it.
I know I be getting on my wife's nerves. She be like, nigga, if you ask me one more question,
you ask one more time.
Hey, did you see that?
I be like to know what's going on. Like this is my pet peeve about my wife. She get mad when I ask her what stuff is, but she the only one around here mess with shit.
No, that's messed up. She can't get mad at you then.
She can. All right. Real quick, first of all, thank you guys for coming on today. We're almost done. Maria Sanchez, thank you for on the show. How do we stay in touch?
Thank you, Mr. Perry. What you said, Mr. Perry? You was breaking up.
Yeah,
how do we stay in touch?
Oh, you can stay in touch with me. LOL Maria Sanchez. And I found out if you Google comedian Maria Sanchez, Baltimore, Maryland, 212 site. No, if you Google comedian Maria Sanchez, everything will come up. My podcast and everything.
Nice. I love that. It's Sherelle E. Thomas, our resident intimacy coach. How do we stay in touch?
You can find me on Instagram at Sherelle E. Thomas. I'm also on YouTube as Sherelle Thomas as well.
Love it.
Yeah, you can
and
follow
Miss
me
Hopgood
too.
popped in, man. Thank you for always adding some value to the show. Hopgood, how do we stay in touch?
Hollywood Hop _06 on Instagram and Charles L. Hopgood on the book.
Hey, where are you, Hopgood? At your house?
Yeah, I'm in my living room.
I like your background, and it should fly. It's like a green screen, like some it ain't real, but it's real.
It's actually clean too.
You decorate yourself?
Yes, sir.
How do you keep chicks from moving in? Because when you got a nice house, when they first see it, they be like, "Oh, I like this, Charles."
Well, here's the thing: I don't have a lot of guests.
So how good? You ain't using your house for evil, is what you telling me?
Nah, man, I'm again, Rodney, I was raised in trauma. My mom was a dope dealer. I didn't get to have a lot of company. That shit stuck with me as an adult.
Got it.
I don't have a lot of people over. We don't sit in the living room on the good couch.
Hey, man, my name is Rodney Perry. Do you have a cleaning lady, or do you clean your house yourself?
I have a clean lady come once a month.
Oh, yeah.
But I clean every week.
Love it. Hey, that man is Charles Hopgood, Hollywood Hop 06, Sherelle E. Thomas, our resident intimacy coach, and of course, the great Maria Sanchez, looking extra beautiful today. I think that's our show. It's Rodney Perry. You're tuning in Rodney Perry Live. Thank you. Each and every one of you. Nate Jackson, man, I appreciate you, brother. I know you had some issues getting in, but we appreciate you for even saying that you might come. Until next time, my name is Rodney Perry, and you're tuned in the.
Thank you, Mr. Perry.